Hey guys, Dana here with Nina's Warriors. I'm standing just outside of the pasture where Nina and her herd fought their battle with creeping indigo poisoning. On Christmas Day of 2014, sadly, Nina lost her battle. My purpose here today is to help you identify creeping indigo. Sadly, it's a little late in the season, so the blossoms are rather dry and withered up. But we're going to do the best we can. I'm holding the camera right now at eye height, and I can see the creeping indigo mixed in with this dry vegetation. You can see the darker green plant creeping right along the ground, hence the name creeping indigo. Now if I kneel down here, I'm going to point out to you some characteristics of the plant. First, I'm going to do the pickup test, as Summer calls it. I'm going to pick up the suspicious plant, and sure enough, it is a vine-like plant. Now, focus on the leaf pattern. The leaves are rounded, rather dark green, and one of the main characteristics is the alternate leaf pattern. And what I mean by that is the leaves are staggered on the stem. One on the left, one on the right. One on the left, one on the right. One on the left, and one on the end. And so on. Another thing that makes creeping indigo stand out from most other plants, especially its cousin, which is friendly, hairy indigo, is its seed pod. I'm going to pluck the seed pod so we can take a closer look at it. You'll notice the ends are pointy, much like a bee stinger. And if you press on the end of the seed pod, you can feel the sharpness. Another thing that makes creeping indigo stand out, especially in the fall and the spring when it is blooming, is its blossom. Like I said, it's late in the season, so these are rather dried and withered up. It's time for the plant to start seeding. But the blossoms look much like a small snapdragon. They're pink to coral in color, and they're most often the part of the plant that stands out from the rest. Here is a very small, immature creeping indigo specimen, and here an even smaller one. Now this soil in this area is rather dry. It is a driveway to the pasture, which also multi-purposes as a storage yard for some larger equipment, which is safe for the horses. It's all well maintained. But we notice it tends to grow in these sandier, drier, tougher soils. Now, looking at this plant, I'm going to show you another thing. Identifying the taproot. We won't see the taproot today because, quite frankly, I didn't bring a shovel with me to dig it up. But if I take the plant and the vines and grab it like a ponytail, I will find the root base. This is the part of the plant you dig up. Now, if you have many plants in your pasture, it's important that you treat the plant while the plant's still on the surface, or else it won't absorb the herbicide, which you can learn more about that on our Facebook page. However, if you have a couple isolated plants and you want to attempt to dig up the taproot, one thing you have to keep in mind is the taproot is 3 feet deep and carrot-like, and if you don't remove it all, the plant will regrow, because it is a perennial. If you'd like to learn more about creeping indigo poisoning, symptoms, and treatment, follow us on Facebook at Nina's Warriors. I hope this helped you on your quest to identify creeping indigo in the pasture. Thanks for tuning in. Fight on, Warriors.